headed to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Got my mother behind the camera. Say hi.
Hello.
And we are going to check out a Ford Transit. So here in North America, there are three main options for cargo vans. We've got the Mercedes Sprinter, which is extremely popular for van life, the Ram ProMaster, and the one I'm going with, the Ford Transit. The Mercedes Sprinter is the longest, the Ram is the widest, but the Ford is the tallest, which has a lot of appeal for someone my height. It also has the advantage of being a Ford, and you can fix it at any Ford dealership if something goes wrong. And theoretically, it won't break the bank like the Mercedes, which also only has dealerships in like big cities. I'm doing van life, so I don't have to be in big cities all the time. The Ford also is said to be a lot easier to drive. Since it has a shorter wheelbase than the Mercedes, it drives more like just a big SUV than a bus. This particular Ford that we're going to look at is a 350 trim, 148 extended wheelbase with the high roof. It's the biggest one that Ford makes, and it's all-wheel drive, which they started doing in 2020. And even though it's got over 100,000 miles on it, they're only asking like $30,000 for it, which is surprisingly good. So we're gonna go check it out, but it may be too good to be true. It was, in fact, too good to be true. It wouldn't go into gear, the door wouldn't open. Did I mention it didn't go into gear? So back to Auto Trader we go. I've spent countless hours over the past several months scrolling through all the big used car websites on the internet. The Auto Trader, Auto Tempest, Cars.com, all of them. That's how I found the one in Wilkesboro that turned out to be a complete dud. I think I found a new contender. It's all the way up in New Jersey, which is not ideal, but it's okay. And it's not all-wheel drive like the one in Wilkesboro, but as long as it drives, I'm fine. Like, my bar is so low at the moment. The only major red flag is that the dealership has a 1.4 star review on Yelp and like a 5-star review on Google. So, a little fishy. The reviews are saying all sorts of things, and the ones on Google I feel like maybe might not be genuine, and the ones on Yelp say this place is a complete scam. But, I mean, it can't be that bad. So, the van looks good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but let's go to New Jersey. So I booked a flight and packed my bags. Of course, the cheapest ticket meant getting to the airport at an ungodly hour in the morning, so the night before I drove over to my cousin's house who lives nearby. Also, I'm not taking my big camera on the trip with me. I'm just taking this little guy. Is the quality as good? Nope, but the vibes are immaculate.
Good morning. It is currently 4:56 in the AM. Far too early for any sane person to be existing, but we got a flight to catch.
And I'll take care of you along the way. My love, one day at a time, we'll leave our troubles behind. And you'll take care of me along the way. My love, one day at a time, we'll leave our troubles behind.
So I decided to walk across this here Ben Franklin Bridge. One, to make the Uber cheaper, and two, I thought it'd be fun. But turns out Ben Franklin's got a really long bridge. I don't know who Delaware thinks they are having a river this big. We're not even in Delaware. Alas, I was in New Jersey. Alright, here's the story. So, I ramble on for quite a while here, but here's the scoop. Remember when I saw the reviews and said, it couldn't be that bad, right? Well, it's worse. Right off the bat, despite having listed the van over a month ago, they claimed to have just gotten it and hadn't gotten around to replacing the brakes yet, which it was in desperate need of. No indication of this was given on their website, nor did they feel the need to disclose the nearly $8,000 of fees and non-optional options that they had added without asking me, their glorious customer. Adding taxes on top of that, they were asking for more than $10,000 over the asking price listed on their own website. It's an absolute scam. But I test drove it, and other than the busted brakes, the van looks incredible. They told me they'd fix the brakes in just a couple of hours as soon as I signed the paperwork, and I was able to haggle them down to a price that I wasn't happy with, but I was willing to pay, so I bought it. Success! Yay! Hurrah! Except that after a few hours go by, they tell me that they don't have the parts they need to fix the brakes. How are you going to fix the brakes in a couple hours if you don't have the parts to fix the brakes? But don't worry, it'll be ready first thing in the morning. Hence why I'm holed up in a Hotel 6 and also starting to lose my mind just a little bit. Moral of the story, that dealership sucks, and they are just preying on poor suckers to come and fall for their traps. I am one of those poor suckers, but I am a poor sucker with a van that I am quite happy with. Knock on wood, because I don't actually have it yet. So cheers to that.
Is that a piss stain? At least there's a great view of Popeyes out the peephole. Ka-chow. That's all I got.
The next day, they did not call me first thing in the morning. They didn't even call me second thing in the morning.
It's the bullshit they got me doing. I need to go to Walmart. The dealership's back like a mile that way. They say van life is just glorified homelessness. Well, I'm getting my first taste, and it's delicious. Not really. Alright, I made it to Walmart, and I got the phone mount that I needed. I'm gonna need it to get out of here. Every road sign in the state of New Jersey looks like a hydra with a bajillion heads spouting everywhere. Anyway, I'm in my emotional support aisle, and I may only have $300 in my bank account, but I need it. Actually, no, it's too big. It won't fit in my backpack, and I can't be walking into the dealership holding Legos. So, yeah. And this one. But look, right there. It's a van. Meant to be. Good vibes. Hopefully. I need some.
Well, here's where we're at now. Outside of the Walmart. So the dealership told me that we don't have all the parts. It'll be tomorrow. Whatever. I've got a cheap hotel. You saw that. It was cheap. And they told me that this van would be ready for me first thing in the morning. All right, a worker guy came to put the carts away, so I found a new bench. The camcorder is currently in a tree, so if it's waving around, that's why. I am recording, right? All right, we good. So, now here we are. Where was I? So they said they would call me first thing in the morning. They didn't. I called them around 11. Oh no, the wind. No. Yeah, this might not work. Anyway, they called me around 11. No, I called them around 11. They said they would call me back right away. They didn't. So I called them an hour later, and they kept transferring me. They said, "Oh, I think that van is done." And I said, "Great." They said, "Let me call the mechanic just to make sure." But he's on his lunch break, so I'll have to call him on his cell and call you back. Okay, fine. She actually calls me back promptly. I was amazed. Yeah, when she finally called me back, she said they still don't have the brakes. They don't have all the parts. So they can't detail it until they're done servicing it, and they think it'll be maybe around 3 p.m. What?
in what world is 3 p.m. first thing in the morning? It's just not. And were they going to tell me this? No, I had to call them multiple times. This is no way to treat someone who just bought an expensive vehicle from you. Can you tell I'm upset? So, yeah, that's why I bought the Lego set. So, yay! Rolled away. This is the new stance. So, yeah, this is where we're at. I did it. I gotta go find that piece that rolled away. Alright, well, I didn't find it, but I looked enough like a crackhead sitting on the ground building the Legos. Didn't want to look even more like one, scrambling around under the benches trying to find the piece that rolled away. But, that's alright. Now I'm gonna go try and find some fast food, partially for the food, mostly just for a warm place to sit, really. It's cold out here. But, woo, water slides. Maybe I should go ride those. Fun stuff in New Jersey. We're back.
As the time ticks on and on without a single peep from the dealership, I continue to try and find something to do in Maple Shade, such as checking out this habitat restore. It's riveting stuff, I know. My mind was well and truly lost by this point.
It's now 4 o'clock and still no word from them, so I'm going to knock on the door. Fucking hell! Oh, we did it! We did it! We did it! We're getting the fuck out of here! Oh my god! Wearing close to your skin. But if it's the drugs. Finally, the emotionally and financially devastating journey was coming to an end. Of course, the very first road I was driving my big-ass van on was the damn Jersey Turnpike, but I made it back all the way home to the beautiful state of North Carolina without any further issues. Or so I thought. I drive 700 miles all the way from New Jersey all the way down to North Carolina, no issues. I thought. But I drive 15 minutes into town and back, and my brakes start billowing more smoke than I don't know what. I don't know where I was going with that analogy. But the point is, the brakes that they said they were fixing, they're faulty. So I called them up, and they say, yeah, bring it right on in, and we'll fix it up for you free of charge. Only issue is I live in North Carolina. They are in New Jersey. Even if I had an extra 4 days to drive up there and back, my brakes don't work. It's not safe. So I did what any logical person would do and take it to the nearest Ford dealership and cough up another $1,400 to fix what was supposed to be brand new brakes. To make matters even more fun, they haven't sent me my title or registration or any of that fun paperwork, so I can't even start the build. I don't want to start cutting holes in it until I have all the proof of ownership, and it's a mess. And my temp tag expires in 2 weeks, so if they don't send me that stuff in time, which it's not looking like they're gonna, I won't be able to legally drive my own van. This is absolutely absurd. And I've been calling them like every day, and I swear every single phone call takes off like 3 years of my life. And every single phone call ends with them promising to call me back. They never do. And 2 times already, I've called them and they say they'll call me back in 30 minutes. So I wait 40, call them back, and the person I was talking to went home early. They said, yeah, we'll call you back. We'll call you back, don't worry about it. Ring, ring, beep. Going home. The disrespect is unfathomable. But I'm stuck with him now. You know, I've tried my best to stay positive through this whole thing, but it's been hard. And now the light's going away. Lovely. But, these people suck. If there's one thing that you take away from this video, it's to always listen to the Yelp reviews. My God. I'm gonna put this on here, and that'll make it legal, right? Who needs temp tags? We got a Blue Ridge Parkway vanity plate, and that's all you need, yeah. What a wonderful start to van life. Yay. But, I mean, the positive is, it can only go up from here, right? So, peace, love, and welcome to Rob's Road.